Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of January 31st to February 6th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and keep in mind this is a general weekly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. Remember to stick with me to the very end of the reading to get an answer to your yes or no question. The overall message for you for the week: more than you asked for, okay? And let's see here, the song chosen for you on Shuffle by Spirit: The Answers to Our Life by Backstreet Boys. What a good song, reminds me of my childhood. I'll leave that down below in the description box, but let's aim on down and pull you some cards. Alrighty, we're going to begin by pulling a message or two from the Elemental Oracle deck, a focus for the week, if you will. This is the third time I've tried to and attempted to get this card out for you for my lovely Geminis for this upcoming week, the 31st of January to the 6th of February. We got two. We have To Make Equal, the Equator card, and Transformation Pressure. Very interesting. So you're pushed to think about what makes you feel equal, a level of wanting to fit in at times, but also wanting to stand out. Pushed to compare and contrast this week in a lot of ways, to think about how your life has changed, why you felt a bit emotional recently for one reason or another. A reminder that you're blossoming in a lot of ways. The number 5 is going to be very relevant for you this week. A push to change, that pressure in the air, or that feeling coming from spirit in the universe to break free, to let loose, to experience, to embrace whatever changes and adjustments come to be. Okay. We're going to pull the main part of the reading from the Gilded deck. I'm going to shuffle this way first. Let's see, for Gemini to continue. I just heard you're going to feel like you have to do a backflip at certain points this week, or at least once throughout the week, and it's going to be really annoying. Okay? We're beginning with the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. A push to naturally blend in. Ooh, interesting. Or to adapt to certain changes throughout the week. Very, very spiritually connected week as you feel a bit guarded, a bit defensive, a bit confused as to where things are heading. Spirit's going to push you to have fun at certain points. Again, to break free, to let loose a little bit, feeling like you're very uptight or very serious, very focused in a lot of ways, wanting to sort of stick to the mature, practical way of being, but at times feeling as if that's not where you'll see the most success for what's needed throughout the week. With the Seven of Pentacles, feeling very hardworking, feeling as if you need to just keep putting in that work, thinking about your savings a lot this week. I'm being pushed back to the overall message for the week. You're getting more than you asked for when it comes to where the money's coming from. Interesting. If you're expecting money when it comes to a loan, somebody paying you back when it comes to income coming in, less likely, but you're going to get more than you asked for, all right? If you're looking for a level of analytics, financial security, again, progress, success when it comes to your business, your career choice, you're getting more than you asked for. It's going to be sort of a confirmation for you that you're on the right path, or your hard work is paying off. It's going to be a reminder not to stay so comfortable that you don't adapt to certain changes or initiate them moving forward. That risks do pay off, that you're meant to succeed in a lot of ways. With the Two of Cups, you're going to feel a bit confused when it comes to a connection. All right, it's going to be a new one for a lot of you. Very few of you Geminis, it's one that's been with you for a while. You're going to find that you're very defensive with them, very confused, very sort of on edge in a lot of ways. That could be more so them, but it feels like you just don't get why you're not blending with their energy very well. There's a need for a change between the two of you. or what you realize or just get frustrated with when it comes to this connection will push you to make a change in your day-to-day routine when it comes to your life in general. This week is all about changes as you think about the answers to your questions that you've been mulling over, how to sort of improve your life or how to help other people, for some of you in a lot of ways. With the Nine of Wands, a push to recognize why you've been feeling like a wounded warrior, why you've been feeling a bit emotional from time to time recently and throughout this week. What needs to change to feel like less of a wounded warrior, less of a burnt out individual? Okay, you owe it to yourself at the end of the day. Feeling so dedicated to your craft, to your work, to whatever you've been trying to make successful, get off the ground, has a lot to do with it. All right, and yes, it's paying off. You're getting more than you asked for, but also how to uh, productively move forward and extend your efforts, right? To at times remember it is important or smart to work smarter, not harder, right? Doesn't mean you don't always go about it that way, but you get the point. With the Death card, a push to think about what needs to come to an end, all right? What needs to be put to rest in order to benefit your blossoming progress when it comes to your personal growth, when it comes to the growth of your business, your job, or just your career in general. What's most important to you? All right, you're also going to be pushed to ask yourself that question this week as a level of impatience does come about you at certain points. The pressure in the air is going to feel so intense, too much to the point where it makes you tighten the chest or just a little bit anxious. But there's something to learn about why you're so guarded, so defensive, or just pushing people away at certain points, okay? Even people you once would let in or pull closer to you or just, I'm hearing utilize or just, it feels like people aren't sort of giving you the right kind of help these days throughout this week or aren't giving you the right kind of energy that you need at this point. And so at times you're going to feel the need to step back into your hermit mode, and therefore you're going to go through more self-development and growth and learn more about you and other people and situations that you may want or not want with you moving forward. A push to stay motivated even when you're feeling emotional. All right, don't let your emotions hinder you this week, even if you don't understand why they're coming back to the surface or just coming to be. All right? Express how you truly feel to somebody if you intuitively feel like you need to. With the Three of Swords, you're going to feel this sort of very emotional way about you, especially on Thursday. I don't know why that's coming through. You're going to find that you just are a bit heartbroken when it comes to what you think back to. Then don't think back to it. It may be a spiritual push to, but when that comes to be, let's let it go. You know, exit that state of mind, that state of reflecting, and remember how much you've healed up until this point and how everything you go through has a purpose. All right. With the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords, expecting the worst to a certain extent as to where you're going, what you're trying to achieve. But it's a week where you're reminded you're getting more than you asked for, so don't stress. Don't expect the worst and don't focus on what's not working so much to the point where you manifest a negative outcome. You don't want to sort of counteract is what I'm getting, or just reverse the effects of you getting more than you asked for, more than you wanted once upon a time when it comes to all your work you're putting in. You may even find you're expecting the worst when it comes to certain connections, but it's all to teach you something, all right? Keep it positive and optimistic this week as you're going to feel as if you need to put on this whole body of armor to protect yourself from future potential heartbreaks or being taken advantage of. I'm here to tell you you don't need to, as I feel like there's unnecessary attention coming in. People putting you in the spotlight when you want to sort of be kept to oneself. But all the meanwhile, with the Four of Cups, you just are feeling as if you have to, at certain points of the week, decline offers to go out with friends, whether it has to do with your money, to stick to your goals, your work, what feels mature and important and progressive for you, or you just feel as if offers are coming in that don't resonate with you, don't feel right for you, where you once would have been so quick to accept. please realize that that's because you're changing and growing into who you're meant to be. It doesn't make you a stubborn individual. It doesn't make you, maybe a little bit, but that's okay. It doesn't make you someone who's just declining an offer that could become something. It means you're being realistic as to where you want to head, who you want to become or maintain. All right. With the Five of Wands, you're going to be thinking at certain points about how certain connections, certain situations make things more of a never-ending battle and create a level of blockage. With the number 55 coming out, right? Remember, fives are very relevant this week. What needs to change? Some of you being pushed to ask yourself, yeah, you're getting more than you asked for or wanted this week, especially financially. But if you want to feel less uneasy financially, what are you spending too much money on, right? What needs to be rerouted? Is there a budget that you need to implement moving forward? I feel like you're going to be pushed to ask yourself a lot of important questions or to be very, very realistic with oneself. You're also going to find there's a focus on a situation where you just do not fit in, and that's okay. For a lot of you, it's a job, right? And it's like, even though it's working out, it may be a situation you're pushed to move away from. There's a huge focus on richness this week, not just financially. What makes you feel rich and worth a lot, right? Or do you feel you exude the energy of, I have a lot of worth, right? What do you bring to the table? Do you remind people of that without having to remind them? Does that make sense? Some of you lose touch of all that you have to offer in a multitude of ways, in a multitude of situations. With the Eight of Pentacles, you're going to buckle down this week and just get to the bottom of certain issues, or just put in the necessary effort, if you will. No shocker there. But all the meanwhile, with the Six of Pentacles, you're gifted more than you expect, abundance-wise, and that comes in more forms than just money, remember, as you're gifted a reminder throughout this entire week to keep moving forward, but in a smart way, that you don't have to overwork yourself to get what you deserve, or even more than what you feel you deserve at times. All right? Let's answer your yes or no question. Take a moment if you haven't thought of it already. For Gemini. The answer to your question is yes. You got a yes. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. To book a personal reading, the options are down below. Just shoot me an email. Hoping you have the most amazing week. Sending you so much love and light. And I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Gemini.